Hi everyone, I'm Autistic Ange. This is a podcast for adults who recently found out they're autistic and are looking for other autistic people like them. So quick update for those of you following along. Taking care of the animals next door is going pretty good. I forgot to mention, I think I had mentioned that like Nadine and Janice are sisters, but they don't live together. Janice lives next door to us with her cat. Nadine's down at the end of the street with her dog. But Nadine's over at Janice's a lot with the dog, so it just made sense for my wife to stay there to look after the two pets while they're gone on their vacation. And I don't know how I forgot to mention this part the last time I recorded, but I mean, it's kind of funny thinking back on it now, but like at the time it was like pretty bizarre to me. So my wife and I had gone over the day before they left to get instructions on how to like what to feed their dog or the dog. The dog's name is Maddie. I should just start calling her Maddie. But we needed to know like how to feed the dog. Like neither of us have ever taken care of a dog. And I've only ever had cats. So like I don't know what the fuck to do. And like to me, taking care of a dog's a huge deal because like cats are easy, like they stay inside, they sleep all day, they shit in a box, they eat the same stuff all the time, they're always cute and cuddly, like they're just so easy. And then dogs require like all this attention, and I just wanted to make sure that like I didn't mess anything up. So what I did was I brought over a pen and a pad of paper because like I knew Nadine wasn't going to have anything written down for me, and she didn't. Which is so strange. I mean, I know that like I'm not expecting everybody to be like me because that's not possible. That's irrational anyways. But like when my wife and I have gone away on like for like weekends or something, Janice and Nadine will like pop in and like check on the cats and make sure they're fed and watered and stuff. And I always have like written instructions, and then I also like verbalize them the day before we leave. So, and it's not hard to take care of a cat. Like, it's just, I wanted to make sure that they used bottled water only. And the cats all have like a binging issue. Like, for those of you who understand, like the cats, like, I don't know if tube is the right way to like, whatever the fuck the food goes down, it isn't the same in cats. Like it goes sideways, I think is what I read, when it's traveling to their stomach. So if they eat too much, like it'll get blocked up and they'll barf it all up before it goes down. So like they have to eat slower. So like I had found this hack online like a few years ago where you just take like a ball and you put it in the middle of the bowl, and then the cats have to eat around eat around the ball, which will make them take their time and let the food move through them, instead of getting like stopped up if they just like ate a whole bunch of shit quickly. Plus, like I was getting tired of like having to clean up like cat barf, but that's neither here nor there. But like I miss my pets when I'm gone, and I want to make sure that they're taken care of and they're fed and watered properly. That's all. And so I thought like with a dog owner, it'd be like way more serious, but it's not, apparently, with this one. So I got my little pen and paper and I start like writing down what Nadine is saying when she's talking about how to feed the dog, Maddie, how to feed Maddie. 'Cause she's always spoiled her pets. Like Maddie gets rice, she gets like chicken, sweet potato, some other stuff. But like Nadine like spends the time to put together like her meals for her. And when she was explaining how to do it, it was so hard for me to follow along. Like she goes, so you just take like a spoonful of this and then some of that and then a little bit of this, and then you mix it all together, and then, it goes into the microwave for, I don't know, like 10, 15, 20 seconds. And then you take it out and you do this and you do this. And I'm like, can you slow down? Because I'm trying to write this down. And she goes, well, nothing has to be followed to the T. Just put some stuff together and, mash it up and feed it to her. Like, that's so weird to me. It's your dog. Like, don't you care? I don't know. I mean, I'm sure she does care. She loves her dog. But, like, what, like, if I had a dog, I would be like very particular about the instructions that I left, and I would make sure to go slowly so that whoever is going to be watching, my hypothetical dog knows what to do. Isn't that normal thing to kind of expect? So it was a very chaotic scene in that dining room, or the kitchen, I mean, sorry. Because Nadine's just talking like fucking like 1,000 miles a minute, and like, this, and then you do that, and then you do that. And, you just put this together, and then I was like, what the hell? And so I just gave up on that. And I figured, like, my wife probably picked up on some of what Nadine was trying to throw down, so I'll just ask her. And so then I was like, how often am I supposed to come over to let the dog out? And she's like, oh, like every 3 or 4 hours or whatever. And I was like, okay, so my wife goes to work at like 5 o'clock in the morning. What time would you like me to come by to like let the dog out to go to the bathroom? Like, I really don't know this stuff, guys. Like, you're probably laughing right now if you own a dog, but, I just need to know these things. I need to have the specifics. So I asked Nadine that question, and she's like, oh, like 9, 9:30, 10. And I'm like, can you just pick a time and tell me? And she like gives me this like weird look, and I'm like, I just need to know when to come over in the morning. And like how long I can stay away during the day. Like, that's really what I'm after here, is like, because I don't want to be at their house like during the day. I have shit to do over here, like, what I mean is I don't want to be there for like hours or something. Like, I just want to go spend some time with Maddie, play with the cat, let her out, and then like, after like 30, 40 minutes, come back home. But I didn't get any real specifics for that. So like, that's just weird to me. It was so weird because when we left, like, I didn't say shit to my wife until we got into the house. And then I was like, how the fuck could you just not be specific about anything regarding your pet, and you're leaving your pet for a fucking week? Like, it was, I don't know. It's just weird to me. I'm sorry I keep saying that. It's just weird. It's a fucking dog. Like, it's a living thing. I don't want anything to happen to this dog. Like, I don't fucking know. And so my wife was able to, she explained, this is how the food, like, should be made. And do you think that, like, I paid close enough attention to what she said? No, probably not, because the first day I made this dog breakfast, I'm not going to lie, I didn't spend a whole lot of time on it. I just threw some shit together, mashed it up, put it in the microwave, and then gave it to Maddie. Maddie, like, sniffed it and looked at me like, bitch, like, this ain't appetizing. And she didn't eat it. And then, so the next day I tried again, and I spent a little bit more time on the breakfast, but she wouldn't eat it again. And I was like, oh my God, like, this isn't good. Like, how is this dog not eating anything? She didn't have any food all night, so a bit confusing. So I just grabbed like the bacon treats for dogs, and I gave her some. And I gave her too many because she threw up after a little bit. And then I felt bad about that because, like, I wasn't trying to make her sick. I was just trying to make sure she ate something. This is just very stressful. And I'm not even doing the bulk of the work. My wife is, because she's staying over there and all that shit. But how weird. So, yeah. So for any pet owners out there, like, if you leave your pets with somebody else to take care of, like, leave detailed instructions whether they ask for them or not, because that's like your family. I'm not judging Nadine. I should probably just stop talking right now about this and move on, because I'll never wrap my head around it, and I'm probably not making any sense at all. So moving right along to, I finished the entire house within 3 days. And I did so with so much energy and so little food. And I am wondering, like, I'm genuinely wondering, is there some sort of, like, autistic power reserve or something that, like, we can dip into and just go for, like, hours? Like, I tried looking some stuff up, but I can't find, like, there's just shit about adults. It's like mostly about kids, and that's just frustrating anyways, but I couldn't find anything about this energy issue. Because I feel like for me, I either have tons of energy or I have none at all, and there's no middle ground. So yeah, I got the whole house done by myself. The rooms got switched, like everything it took 3 days, and it took at least 10 hours a day. And so I've been having to like do this with like the little bowling ball baby, and it's a little annoying because I couldn't lift like really heavy things easily. Like I had to make sure I was being careful and stuff, because like if I put any more stress like on this fucking cyst, like that's not gonna go well. So I was very careful, but like I'm also not eating that well, because like food is just making me so nauseous, and I feel like it's just going to continue to be like that until like have the surgery and I get this thing out of me. But I needed to get the house done because I haven't been able to concentrate on anything with like the house looking the way it does. And you guys know what I mean. Like if the environment isn't like orderly, like how can you concentrate on anything else? I think I talked about this before, but yeah, so I basically like hadn't really eaten anything, and I had all this energy for hours and hours and hours for like a few days in a row. And like, I mean, I am eating some things, but I have to be careful because like I get nauseous very easily and I hate throwing up. And I'm afraid if I throw up, like if I do it again, like, I mean, I'm a violent upchucker. Like I'm very violent, like, whoa, like everything. Like I get a workout when I fucking throw up. So I'm just worried that if I do it again, like, how much more pain is that going to put me in? Because like I'm also in constant pain. But when I was working and doing the house for all those hours, like it actually helped me like not think about the pain, because I was so focused on like, you know, organizing and doing this and doing that. And I didn't have time to sit there and like think about, oh, I'm in so much pain right now. So it kind of helped me that way too. But I don't know where the fuck the energy came from, because I barely ate anything. Like I'm still on a popsicle kick. Fuck man, I have probably spent like $500 in popsicles since I started, at the very least. And I'm just waiting for this little special interest to work its way out of my life. And it's been months and it hasn't. These popsicles are really good. And, you know, like, they taste good and I don't get sick when I eat them. So, you know, I've had so many. But, I don't know where the energy came from. And, like, I feel like if this is what mania is, then, I mean, like, if that, I must have been acting manic or something. Like, even my wife, she would check on me and she's like, you're still going? She's like, you need to be careful and, like, blah, 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 blah. But I had to get this shit done because I have other stuff I need to do that requires me to sit down and concentrate. And, you know, I couldn't do that with the house being out of sorts. But I don't know. I feel kind of like I was an Energizer Bunny. Going. And now I have no more stuff to do in the house. And I'm having to sit and just feel this pain. And I'm trying to find other things to do that gets me up and moving. But it's like, I don't know. Like, you can only find so many things to do, I guess, in the house. But yeah, I feel a little stressed because we're starting another week, which means, like, it's just a lot. Like, I don't want to go into all of it and sound like I'm just complaining and this is just a big complain fest. I mean, I'm stressed because, like, I'm trying to remind myself, like, just be grateful that people saw you at the hospital. They found out what's wrong with you. Now you know. So just be grateful, be as patient as you can. And, like, I'm trying to be, but, like, I really want this thing out of me because it's fucking holding me back. Like, I can't move as fast as I want to. I can't do the things that I was able to do before, because this thing is just fucking with me. Like, it's fucking with my digestive system, my mood, apparently my temperature issues. It really is fucking up my sleep, because like, it's just not good. I just need it out. I need it out. And all I keep thinking about is like, when can I get this fucking surgery? When can I get this fucking surgery? And I'm trying not to like get laser focused on that, but I can't help it. And it's stressing me out, because like, you know, you think about the surgery, you think about everything that comes along with it. How is this going to impact my ability to work? Like, am I only going to need a couple of days after the surgery and I'll feel like working again? Like, you know, because like being a freelancer is difficult, because I have to generate my own work, and it's just like hard when you don't know how you're going to feel at the time. Like, I don't know how I'm going to feel, if I'm going to be able to do work or not, but so like, that's something that like I've been thinking about. And then I've been stressing about like how much my wife is going to have to probably like take care of me the first like week or two before I can like move around more easily on my own. And I already feel guilty about that, and it hasn't even happened. Like, she has so many things that she's got going on, and yeah, like, I didn't make myself grow this thing. Like, I get it. Like, it happens. I couldn't control it. I can't control the fact that I need surgery, but I just feel like, I mean, what kind of a toll is this going to put on her? Because her depression has been kicking her ass the past couple of weeks. And here I am going to have some major surgery at some point, and I'm going to require like, you know, like, I'm not going to be able to do the daily things that I've been doing for her. So not only does she have to do her own shit, her own laundry, her own cooking, her own like this, and this that I've been doing, but she's got to take care of me on top of all of that. And I don't know how to deal with that. Because like, I'm starting to feel like a nuisance and a burden. I haven't even had the fucking surgery and I'm feeling this way. Like, that's so messed up. And I know that this isn't getting me anywhere. It's not like I can change anything, but I just like, I don't want to like be a burden to anybody. I don't even like being taken care of, probably for that reason, you know, like, but that's just stuff that I've been thinking about that's been stressing me out a bit. I really don't know like what this episode is supposed to be about. I just was like, I gotta sit down, because I feel like all I've been doing is going, and like, I'm not at the point of being burned out or anything like that. I just like don't do well with the uncertainty of not knowing like what's coming around the corner. And like, if I could predict the future, that would be amazing, but I can't. And so I have to live with uncertainty just like everybody else does, but I don't deal with it very well. There's like no point to this if you're still listening. I mean, maybe there is if like you can relate to some of this stuff, but I really would like to know. Like, I seriously am trying to figure out like, how can somebody have so much energy, hours and hours and hours and hours? Like, I was not sitting down. I was just moving for hours and hours and hours. And where did it come from? Is it like some autistic source or something? Like, I don't get it. I really wish I had the answer to this, because this isn't the first time this has happened. I mean, like, thinking back, now that I know that this bowling ball baby has been like fucking with my appetite and stuff, like, this has happened before, and I still had like tons of energy, and this may not seem like a very, it just probably sounds so stupid that I'm even saying this, but I really want to know the answer. Like, where did the energy come from? Is it just neuroticism? Is it just because I'm very neurotic? And I don't know. But like, when I get that way, I cannot make myself sit still as much as I try and as much as I want to. And then when I'm the opposite and I have no motivation, it's like, that's it. I can't motivate myself. It's either I'm doing all the things or I'm doing none of the things. And it's hard to get out of those modes until they just fizzle out on their own, I guess. Yeah. That's kind of where I'm at right now. I have therapy on Friday. So that'll be the first time my therapist will learn about all of this shit, because I only go once a month now. I'm going to go ahead and just stop recording. I will put together something that makes more sense and has more information next time, because I really don't like doing these random episodes. I feel like it's a waste of, like, I don't know, like, I feel like I'm wasting your guys' time. I mean, I hope I'm not. I hope that, like, you're relating to something that I'm saying, but, like, I don't like doing these random things because I'm not a random person. Like, I like to plan things, and you guys know, so I'll work on that for future episodes, being more organized and stuff. But anyways, yeah, I think that's all I've got. This was just me recording to an app on my phone, hoping people find me and listen, and relate and maybe have a similar experience to what I had when I heard myself on somebody else's podcast. Thanks for listening again. Bye.